Slot machines have always had a reputation that no other casino game quite shares. Ask a casual gambler whether blackjack, roulette, or poker is rigged, and you'll usually get a nuanced answer. Ask the same question about slot machines, and many people will say yes without hesitation. This belief didn't appear out of nowhere. It was built over decades of frustration, near misses, flashing lights, and losses that feel personal. To understand whether slot machines are truly rigged, we first have to understand how the myth began and why it refuses to die. The earliest slot machines were simple mechanical devices, and in many ways, they invited suspicion from the very beginning. In the late 1800s, machines like Charles Fay's Liberty Bell used physical reels, springs, and gears to determine outcomes. While these machines weren't rigged in the modern sense, they could absolutely be manipulated. Operators could adjust payout mechanisms, remove high-paying symbols, or limit jackpots. Players had no way to verify fairness, and mistrust became part of the experience. This era planted the seed of the idea that slot machines were designed to deceive, an idea that would carry forward long after the technology changed. As slot machines evolved into electromechanical devices in the mid-20th century, the gap between player understanding and machine operation widened. Reels still spun, but outcomes were no longer purely mechanical. Hidden systems controlled payouts, and to the average player, the machine felt alive, reacting, teasing, and deciding when to pay. This lack of transparency fueled suspicion. When players lost repeatedly and then saw someone else win big, it didn't feel random, it felt selective. The myth that machines could turn on or turn off began to take shape. The introduction of random number generators, or RNGs, in the late 20th century was meant to standardize fairness, but it unintentionally deepened mistrust. An RNG is a computer algorithm that constantly generates numbers, even when no one is playing. The moment a player presses the spin button, the current number determines the outcome. The reels and animations are simply a visual representation of that result. Importantly, RNGs do not remember past spins, track player behavior, or decide when to pay based on losses. Each spin is independent. Yet for many players, this explanation feels unsatisfying because it conflicts with their lived experience at the machine. This is where psychology takes over. Humans are pattern-seeking by nature, and slot machines are masterfully designed to exploit that trait. Near misses, where symbols almost line up for a jackpot, trigger the same emotional response in the brain as a win, even though the outcome is a loss. Celebratory sounds for small payouts reinforce the illusion of success. Players begin to feel like they are close, even though mathematically nothing has changed. Over time, this creates the sensation that the machine is actively withholding a win, reinforcing the belief that it must be rigged. Casinos understand this psychology extremely well, and they design slot experiences accordingly. Slot machines are not rigged in the sense of being dishonest or illegal, but they are absolutely engineered. Return to player percentages, or RTP, are set to ensure the casino has an edge over time. This edge is not applied selectively or dynamically to individual players, but the way it is presented makes it feel personal. Losses are quiet and frequent, while wins are loud and memorable. The result is a distorted memory of outcomes, where players remember how close they were far more than how often they lost. The myth of hot and cold machines is one of the most persistent beliefs in slot gambling. Many players believe a machine that hasn't paid in a while is due, while others avoid machines that just paid out, assuming they won't pay out again soon. In reality, RNG-based slots do not work this way. A machine that just hit a jackpot has the exact same odds on the next spin as it did before. However, casinos rarely correct this misconception because it encourages continued play. As long as players believe timing matters, they stay engaged. Another factor that keeps the rigged myth alive is the rise of multi-line and bonus-heavy slot machines. Older slots were straightforward.
Spin, win or lose, repeat. Modern slots feature dozens or even hundreds of pay lines, cascading reels, bonus rounds, and free spins. This complexity makes it harder for players to understand where their money is going. A spin may result in several small wins across different lines, creating the illusion of success even when the total payout is less than the bet. Players walk away feeling manipulated, even though the system is functioning exactly as designed. Regulation plays a critical role in separating myth from reality. In licensed casinos, slot machines are heavily tested and regulated by gaming authorities. RNGs are audited, payout percentages are verified, and tampering carries severe penalties. A casino caught rigging machines would face fines, license revocation, and long-term damage to its reputation. From a business point of view, fair randomness is actually in the casino's best interest. The house edge alone guarantees profit over time without the need for illegal manipulation. So why does the myth persist? Because emotional truth often feels stronger than mathematical truth. Losing streaks feel intentional. Near misses feel cruel. Wins feel earned. Slot machines create an experience that feels personal even though it is entirely impersonal. Casinos don't need to rig the game when human psychology does the work for them. The belief that the machine is scheming against the player paradoxically keeps players engaged, trying to outsmart something that isn't thinking at all. Modern slot machines are the result of decades of myth, technology, and behavioral science blending together. The belief that they are rigged shaped how they were regulated, how they were explained, and how they were marketed. Today's machines are not dishonest, but they are designed to be compelling, immersive, and emotionally sticky. Understanding RNGs doesn't remove the risk, but it does remove the illusion of control, and that knowledge is one of the most powerful tools a gambler can have. In the end, slot machines are not rigged against individual players, but they are built to ensure the house always wins in the long run. The real danger isn't the algorithm behind the reels, it's the stories we tell ourselves while watching them spin. Once you understand how randomness works and how casinos use psychology to shape perception, the myth loses its power. What remains is a game of chance, exactly as advertised, waiting for the next spin.
And that wraps up today's video. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out and tells YouTube this is content worth sharing. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another strategy breakdown, game walkthrough, or insider tip. We've got tons of guides coming your way, and you'll want to be here when they drop. And hey, tell me in the comments what you want to see next. Whether it's roulette strategies, blackjack tips, slot myths, virtual casino breakdowns, whatever you're curious about, let me know. Your ideas shape what we create. Before you go, if you're serious about leveling up your casino knowledge, you have to check out the Ultimate Casino Guide. I put everything I've learned into one massive, easy-to-read resource designed to make you a smarter, more confident, more prepared player. If you've ever wondered which games actually give you the best odds, how do pros manage their bankrolls so they don't blow it all in an hour, what tricks casinos use, both physical and digital, to influence your decisions, how to avoid the biggest money traps beginners fall into, then the Ultimate Casino Guide will change the way you play forever. It covers psychology, probability, strategy charts, real-world case studies, VR and online casino risks, loyalty program hacks, literally everything you need to walk into any casino and know exactly what you're doing. The link is right here on the end card. Click it and start transforming the way you play. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, play smart, and I'll see you in the next video.